Hello again, everybody. I'm Scott Casper, and it's time to take a look at the news from the national governing body of our sport, USA Wrestling. Let's start on the streets of New York City. It's where the 2015 Beat the Streets Gala is taking place in historic Times Square. This year's competition is a USA versus Cuba dual meet called Salsa in the Square. The event will feature 14 all-star bouts, including all 3 Olympic styles. As we went to production, the USA and Cuba teams were arriving in the Big Apple, and we caught up with the Magic Man, David Taylor. He'll take on Cuba's Olympic and world medalist, Levon Lopez.
I think I'm really thankful for the opportunity. Anytime you get the opportunity to wrestle one of the best guys in the world, you got to, make sure you're ready to go. So, this is an awesome event. This is the 3rd year in a row I've been wrestling here, and it's fun. It's fun to be able to wrestle outside. A lot of times people think wrestling's, it's a tough sport, but it can be a really enjoyable at the same time. And this event is, I think, a good mix of being tough and enjoyable.
All right, be sure to tune in next week for a full report on the U.S. versus Cuba duel in Times Square. Well, from the Big Apple to Irving, Texas, the home of the 2015 Body Bar Women's National Championships. 2 U.S. world teams were up for grabs at the freestyle event, which also featured a growing youth division. The UWW junior level is for athletes aged 17 to 20, and it showcases both collegiate and high school stars. 4 members of the 2014 USWW Junior World Team won gold medals and will be back in action at the World Championships in Brazil this August. Well, the finals of the World Championship weights were a best-of-3 series. 2014 Junior World Bronze medalist Kayla Miracle was dominant at 130. The 2015 WCWA Women's College National Champ stopped 2014 Junior Nationals Champ Maya Nelson of Sunkissed Kids in the final series, doing so 9-0 in bout 1 and 2-0 in the deciding second.
Last year I got bronze, and it's definitely not what I wanted. This year I want to go back and get the gold. I've improved a ton, just by my positioning, my mat awareness, every little thing, just even the way my hips work has changed. So it's great being in a freestyle life, and especially wrestling. The older girls, they can make the mistakes that I make, like they can really highlight them. So I can go into the practice room and fix them.
Another 2014 Junior World Bronze medalist, Marina Doi, also earned a trip back to the Junior World Championships. For the 2nd straight year, she and her twin sister Regina reached the finals at 97. Marina won 2 bouts by forfeit based upon an agreement between the sisters. We talked with the Doi twins.
We had talked to Terry Steiner about this too, that if it was up to him and his brother, what he would do. And he said that if the opportunity came, he would want both him and his brother to both get international experience. So for us to be able to have the choice to do that, we're pretty grateful for that. So.
2014 Junior World Team member Becca Leathers, well, she's just now graduating high school in Oklahoma, but she tore up the field at 121. She scored 2 tech falls in the final series over Ariana Velasquez, 11-0 and 11-0, doubling it up. Nice job. Leathers was also named the Outstanding Wrestler and later the Mat.com Wrestler of the Week.
I would call it a perfect example of choking last year at the World Championships. This year I'm ready to just go and dominate. My training's really picked up. Everything's fallen into place, and hopefully I can bring back a medal this year.
Well, making her 3rd straight UWW Junior World Team, college star Cody Fowle of Oklahoma City University. She's at 105. Fowle was also a WCWA College National Champ this year and dominated the finals, defeating 2014 Cadet World Team member Saria Jones with a 24-second pin and a 10-0 tech fall.
Last year, my first match, I slipped up, and I know that I know I did wrong, and I know I should have won. So this year, I am going out, and my goal is to win the Junior Worlds.
2014 Junior Nationals champ Marisa Beretta was the champ at 112. The future Oklahoma City University star opened up her offense and beat Amy Howe in 2 straight, 14-5 and 15-5.
I am so excited. I've never done like an overseas trip, and being able to go to Brazil, it's amazing. It's beautiful there, and having the opportunity to go check it out and wrestle, it's just great.
2 of the champs needed all 3 bouts to make their first world team. California native Mallory Velte of Simon Fraser was the champ at 138. She beat 2014 Junior World Team member Alexis Porter of McKendree University in the finals. Porter won bout 1 by pin, but Velte rallied to take the next 2, 3-3 in the second and 6-4 in the deciding third.
It's a pretty big deal. This is my first national title. I've been working really hard for it. I had
had my ACL replaced about a year ago, so this is my second tournament back, and I'm pretty happy with my results.
Next we go to 158. Rachel Waters opened with an 11-9 loss to Katarina Lobsinger, but rebounded with an 8-4 win in the second and a razor-thin 12-11 decision in the third. Waters will attend Oklahoma City next year.
Well, it was awesome. That first one I was real disappointed, but I wrestled hard and I was happy with my performance, and I was just like, got to get back up there, do it again, just keep pushing through it.
Forrest Molinari of King University was the champ at 147. She beat Skylar Grote in 2 straight 5-1 and a pin at the 4-minute mark.
I'm so excited. I'm looking for a junior world gold medal. I mean, that's the point of going, right? So this is my first team I've ever made. It's my last year in juniors, so I'm glad I was able to do something productive with it. I'm so excited for this summer, just to go to the training camps and stuff, be able to represent USA.
In the non-world championship weight class, 175, with Clark Walker at the University of the Cumberlands pinned Destaine Garrick in 4 minutes, 29 seconds. Big-time action down in Texas. We'll take you through the cadet division here on USA Wrestling Weekly, but that's after the break. Stay tuned.
Has been there. They've been the lifeblood of the sport. It's been a long time, and they've been at the top of the game every year, forever. And I'll tell you what, now that I think about it, maybe that's where I've gotten my inspiration, because you know, I always want to be in the top of my game in wrestling, and I think that's where ASICS is and wants to be as well.
Hi, I'm Wayne Boyd, Director of Operations and Development for Titan Mercury Wrestling Club. The club was founded to help wrestling worldwide, especially at our senior level, of course at the collegiate level and the high school level. But the most important level for Titan Mercury Wrestling Club is the kids level. And these are some of the guys today that will be tomorrow's Olympic champions. Let's hear it, guys.
Titan Mercury!
That's Titan Mercury Wrestling Club, San Marino, California.
Well, the UWW Cadet Nationals features 15 to 17-year-old high school stars, and this year, well, the largest field in body bar tournament history. 3 returning champs entered the tournament, but none were able to win a gold, meaning every member of this year's team will be a first-timer. At 101, it was a battle of California wrestlers. Alieda Martinez needed all 3 bouts to defeat 2014 Cadet World Team member Saria Jones. Martinez won the first bout 6-0, but Jones bounced back to win the second 2-1. The deciding third bout went to Martinez 3-0. Well, the Outstanding Wrestler Award went to Alexis Blue of New York, the champ at 154. She pinned Zoe Thompson in both bouts of the finals, 1:07 for the first and 1:53 in the second. She was also the 2014 Cadet Nationals champion.
Felt amazing because earlier in the season I injured myself, so getting back to this point's been unreal. It's been a journey and a struggle.
Well, 114 saw another series that went the full 3 bouts. California's Gracie Figueroa lost the first one, 12-4, but swept the final 2 when she beat Colorado's Caden Campbell 7-4 and 6-4. Figueroa finished second in both the junior and cadet divisions at 2015 USAW Folk Style Nationals.
It felt so good. I'm just in shock, but I did good.
Now, you've obviously been training a lot. What do you think worked well for you today?
Mostly my tie-ups and my low singles. It helped me a lot.
Well, the 2014 Cadet Nationals champ from Colorado, Ashlyn Ortega, was dominant at 132. She scored 2 straight tech falls over Wisconsin's Hannah Ramos, 13-3 and 11-0.
I feel like I did really good as far as my moves and whatnot. I've been really hungry, really working hard so far, and I feel like everybody around here is a great wrestler, and I'm honored to take first.
Well, at 95, the 2015 USA Wrestling Folkstyle National Champ, Ohio's Michaela Campbell, scored a pair of tech falls over the 2014 Cadet National Champ, Naomi Chavez of Texas. The score is 10-0, 11-0.
I thought I wrestled really good today. And it's just really amazing to
Yeah, did you come in here hoping to have a chance to go to the World Championships? Was that the goal, and how did it feel to make that goal happen?
It's undescribable.
Another 2015 USA Wrestling Folkstyle National Champ, Alexandria Lyle of Texas, won the 123-pound crown when she beat Colorado's Jersey Estrada in 2 straight, 6-5, and then by pin at 3 minutes 25.
I definitely showed more than I usually do in a regular tournament. I did a lot of moves that I didn't know I was going to do, so I think I did really good.
2014 Cadet Nationals runner-up Kayla Morano of Oklahoma needed just 2 bouts to defeat Emily Q of Colorado in the finals at 143. It went 11-0 and 8-0.
Last summer in Fargo, you got second. Did that give you confidence coming in this year that, hey, you can wrestle with anybody?
Yeah, it told me I could do that, but it also told me, that you always have to work harder to get to where you want to be, and I worked harder off season, so.
2 other athletes won world team spots uncontested. Jessica Ruddock at 84 and Val Baker at 88. Now, 3 other gold medals were awarded in non-world championship weights, including 172. That's Kenya Spencer, Alexis Barul at 185, and Kimberly Jackson at 220. Congrats to all the young athletes that competed. Well, the last chance qualifier for the World Team Trials, the Northern Plains Regional, was also held this last weekend. The winners earned a spot in the World Team Trials that will take place June 13th and 14th in Madison, Wisconsin. At 213, former Penn All-American Micah Burak won a deep weight class, beating 2014 U.S. Open runner-up Wynn Mahalik in the finals. It was 6-4. In the semifinals, Burak beat last year's number 2 at that weight, Dustin Kilgore. Past U.S. Open runner-up Frank Pirelli scored a 16-5 tech fall over Danny Mitchell in the finals at 125. And it was former Iowa star Phil Ketty who earned his trials berth with a tech fall in the finals at 189 over former UNI standout Ryan Loader. Past Boise State star Jason Chamberlain came through at 143. He dominated North Carolina redshirt Evan Henderson in the finals 10-0. And former NCAA runner-up for Wisconsin Tyler Graff grabbed the title at 134 with a 12-2 tech fall in the finals over Kyle Hutter. Other individual champs of the Northern Plain Regionals include former Boise State star Adam Hall at 154, NC State grad Quentin Godley at 163, and heavyweights Tyrell Fortune. Since Fortune has already qualified, no new athlete was added to the trials at this weight. There's one last way into the trials field through the wild card process. 1 athlete will be added to each weight class with the selections announced May 22nd, so stay tuned. All right, fans, we're heading back to Vegas, but that's after the break. You're watching USA Wrestling Weekly.
Each season, Liberty Mutual's Responsible Sports Community Grant Program awards $65,000 to youth sports organizations and school sports programs that demonstrate their commitment to responsibility in youth sports. Your organization could be one of our 20 winners this season. It's easy. Simply visit responsiblesports.com and click on the Community Grant Program. Administrators register their organization with the program, then reach out to rally parents, coaches, and team supporters to log on and review either the Responsible Sports Parenting or Responsible Coaching Guide. Then complete the quiz and showcase your mastery of the concepts. Every successfully passed quiz is worth a point that you can credit to your favorite youth sports organization or school sports program. Connect with friends, family, and neighbors supporters to rally more support. The teams and schools with the most points at the end of the grant period win. It's that simple. Watch the leaderboard throughout the grant season, then rally more of your supporters to increase your totals. Liberty Mutual is committed to celebrating and championing youth sports and to financially supporting organizations that demonstrate their commitment to responsible sports. Join the movement and start earning points toward your community grant.
All right, welcome back. Last week, we took you through the U.S. Senior Open in Las Vegas, and as promised, we're going back to South Point Arena for the UWW Junior National Championships that featured the top-level 17 to 20-year-olds in the country. That's a qualifying event for the UWW Junior Trials that'll take place in Madison. Let's start with the freestyle division. 11 champs were crowned. The most anticipated finals bout perhaps at 143. A battle at past cadet world champs there. 2014 Junior World Silver medalist Aaron Pico and Penn State's All-American Zane Rutherford. Rutherford jumped out to a 3-2 lead in the first period, but Pico rallied with a 4-pointer in the second and took the 8-5 victory.
A lot of people in the U.S. say, oh, he's not going seniors, he's just going juniors. Junior world title is tough to win, you know. I still haven't done it, so I still need to go do that, you know. Junior world champions can go from junior worlds and go win seniors, so it's not a big gap between, you know, juniors. So I got to focus on winning junior worlds and go back to the drawing board and see where we go.
2014 cadet world champ Minnesota high school junior Mark Hall beat standout Penn State freshman Jason Nolf 13-8 at 163. Hall was named outstanding wrestler for his promising and strong performance.
You know, I won. I had a good tournament, but at the same time, you know, that's not how you want to win. That's not how you want to take away. You'll take a gold medal home, stop sign. So, a lot to work on still.
California high school stars Zahid Valencia and Miles Martin of New Jersey battled it out in the finals at 185. It was Valencia who came out on top with a 7-0 shutout.
It feels great. This just means that I kept working hard. Kept working with my coaches, doing all the right things, and I want to pull away from the rest of the wrestlers. I want to be the best in the world.
2 other high school athletes won titles as well. 2015 Junior Triple Crown winner Danny Vega of Arizona was the champ at 110. He stopped Pennsylvania's Devin Brown by a first-period pin.
I knew if I kept my feet going, he was going to make a mistake, which he did, so that's my game plan.
So is this one of your goals, to win nationals and then make a world team?
Yeah, that's one of the last things on my checks for this year, so.
So it's going to be an advantage for you to have actually won this tournament and get ready for Madison, all right?
Yes, this helps immensely for that tournament, so.
2014 cadet world team member Oklahoma's Dayton Fix is just a high school sophomore, but beat college star Stephen Mitchell by 10-0 tech fall in the finals at 121.
I think I have the ability to win against whoever I wrestle. I train hard enough that I know that when the time comes, I'm going to be ready.
And Oklahoma State's Gary Wayne Harding won the gold at 132 when he beat Minnesota prep star Mitchell McKee 10-7.
Just got to work on a few things, just keep building. You know, it was a good win, but, you know, I capitalized on some things, but there's some things that, you know, just can't give up small things toward the end like that.
Penn State's Anthony Kazar looked strong at 211 when he defeated Colorado star Jacob Seeley 8-3 in the finals at 211.
Felt good, you know. I really wanted to open up this tournament. I've been coming out a little conservative. I wanted to show that I had shots, that I'm a different wrestler than high school, so it was great.
Stanford's Nathan Butler controlled the final round at heavyweight, downing Jeremy Sweeney 11-0.
Kind of wish I would have been able to work a little more of my offense. It happened real fast, so I didn't get a chance to continue the leg attacks I wanted to get to, but it was a good match. Sweeney's a good wrestler. Good time.
3 other collegiate stars won weight classes which will not be contested at the World Championships. Minnesota's Tommy Thorne at 138, at 154, Wyoming's Archie Colgan, and Oklahoma State's Chandler Rogers at 174. All right, wrestling fans, stay tuned. There's still a lot more to come. You're watching USA Wrestling Weekly.
There comes a point in your life that determines who you are, whether you will lead or follow, whether you will fight or give in. Whether you will win or lose. And what you will count as your victory.
Well, the Greco division at the UWW Junior Nationals also served as the World Team Trials, with the winners in each of the World Championship weights earning a trip to Junior Worlds in Brazil this August. Well, the finals at 163, a battle of past cadet world medalists John J. Chavez against Mason Manville. Chavez hit a spectacular throw in the first bout for a 6-1 win and took the second one 6-1 as well. Chavez was also the outstanding wrestler of the event.
You know, I haven't wrestled Greco in a while, not any competitions, but really felt like I was on my game. Had a tough weight cut, but really felt like I performed today. So.
Past cadet and junior world team member Hayden Tillman scored a pair of tech falls over 2014 junior world team member Dante Rodriguez at 145.
Starting off, coming back from my injury, I was moving really slow. Everything was kind of going really hard on me for a little bit. But those are the times when you got to really push through and you can actually get better from those situations. And I kept working hard. And for this tournament, my plan was just to stay really safe with my moves, but yet at the same time be really explosive and fast, so it's hard to stop.
Josiah Seaton won his second straight title with a hard-fought victory over Chandler Strand at 121. Well, the series went all three bouts, but the third ended in a 6-6 deadlock, but Seaton was awarded the victory based on criteria.
I felt stronger after the second match, after I beat him by a big decision. And going into the third match, I knew I had it. I knew what his weakness was, and I attacked it over and over and over.
Nick Corba won the first and third bouts in the finals at 185, defeating Wyatt Coling. Corba wrestles at Cleveland State, which had planned on dropping the sport, if you recall, but decided to continue thanks to a ton of local and national support for guys just like this.
You know, came in the first match, felt real well. Underestimated in the second match, honestly, I did. And he took advantage of that. Third match, I got my head screwed back together and I went out there and I had a mission. I'd been second in the World Team Trials twice. Took second last year as a junior and second as a cadet one year. And I knew this year was my year to win it, so that was the goal coming in.
Powerful young prospect Giangelo Hancock of Colorado scored back-to-back tech falls over very tough Ben Honus in the finals at 211.
I can honestly say it's an honor. You know, I'm here in the best country on the planet, and I couldn't have been here without my amazing coach, T.C. Danzler. You know, he's pretty much pushed me here, and without him, it wouldn't be possible at all.
Travis Rice swept his U.S. Olympic training site teammate Ty Pellet with a 6-4 and 2-1 victories to make the team at 132.
I already knew it was going to be a hard match. He kind of has a funky style, and I'm just kind of straightforward, 2-on-1s, pushing and pull. But I knew it was going to be a good match, both of them, for sure.
Oregon heavyweight Tate Orndorff scored a pin and a tech fall, taking two straight in the finals over Jeremy Sweeney.
Tate Orndorff just won his national title here in Greco-Roman. You look like you were getting your throws and putting people away. Did you feel good out there this weekend?
Yeah, actually I've been sick all week, but
oh, really?
I'm trying to get the match over quick.
At 110, it was Dalton Roberts who beat Jordan Martinez in a series that went the full three. Roberts won by tech fall in the deciding third.
The first match, I came out and I wrestled like I usually do. Like I try to score all the time. The second match, I just tried to wrestle like not to lose. My coaches helped me recover real quick, and they told me, come in like this is the first match of the day. You just got here, wrestle your style and be aggressive, and that's what I did.
Champs in the non-junior world weights included William Cole of New York at 138, Jacom Stacy of Idaho at 154, and Kyle Bateman of Oregon at 174. Well, the wrestling community has lost another giant with the passing of 66-year-old Frank Rader, who died in North Carolina earlier this week. He served as an officer on the board of directors, a state chairperson in the North Carolina area, and a member of the numerous standing committees of the organization. Rader was named USA Wrestling Man of the Year in '82 and was also the 1999 USA Wrestling Kids Cadet Person of the Year. In '85, Rader served a stint as interim executive director for USA Wrestling, directing the national staff during a transition period. He served in key staff positions for wrestling at the '96 Olympic Games in Atlanta, Georgia, and the '84 Olympic Games in Los Angeles. Many consider him the founding father of North Carolina USA Wrestling. So on behalf of the sport, we send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of USA Wrestling leader Frank Rader. Well, it's time for our USA Wrestling Photo of the Week contest. The pictures are coming in from around the country and are being considered for our photo contest page in our USA Wrestler magazine and our Facebook page as well. This week's pick was taken by Rick Craycraft and shows 11-year-old Demario Ford of X Factor Elite from Manawak, Wisconsin, hitting a front headlock at the 2015 Elkhorn Greco-Roman tournament in Wisconsin. You can have your picks considered for our contest simply by emailing them to Gary Abbott at gabbott@usawrestling.org. Folks, that'll do it for this week's show. From all of us at USA Wrestling, I'm Scott Casper, and we'll see you next week.